Hello my gorgeous people, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and these are your weekly horoscope tarot card readings, and they are for the air signs of the zodiac. So these are Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. So this weekly horoscope tarot card focus is for the actual air signs of the zodiac, and it's for Gemini, Libra and Aquamarini, and it's in between the 30th of March and the 5th of April 2021. So it's in between the 30th of March and the 5th of April 2021. And of course, I'm going to start with my gorgeous and with my ever so precious Gemini. My gorgeous Gemini, I love you to bits, but you just need to be you just need to be aware of the fact that somebody might give you the wrong advice this week. So if somebody kind of sounds off with you this week, if somebody's kind of offering you something in terms of advice, and if you feel like something is not quite right, and at the same time you're going to be able to recognize this situation when it comes to the feeling of some kind of unfairness, you're going to feel like something is really unfair, and this is purely to do with that particular incorrect advice. So my advice would be to just kind of remove yourself from the situations and from the people that you don't trust, and also at the same time, you know, when it comes to making like a really big and specific decisions, maybe this week is not actually great. Maybe this week, if you take just like a little pause, my gorgeous Gemini, and just see how things are going to turn out to be, because I see that you are going to really want something pretty much so to become the part of the certain journey, or you will want to start something, but then by the end of the week you are going to change your mind. Okay, so it is very important to say that emotionally you're going to be quite sensitive at that moment in time, which in return might make kind of like a slow you down when it comes to connecting to the deepest parts of yourself, when it comes to your own intuition. So that's why this is a great time to plan, okay, and to see what works and what doesn't work in your life, rather than just jumping into conclusions, or rather than just kind of like doing maybe something that you don't want to do, and later on you may change your mind about it. So this is something really important. I want to stress that this is no week for big decisions, but it's a most certainly week, the actual week when it comes to the actual careful planning and things like that, because by the end of the week the certain illusion is going to be revealed. This is why, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's important for you to understand this, it's important for you to know this, it's important for you to be part of it. Certain illusion is going to be revealed. Okay, and this is why I need you to not to rush into absolutely anything. It is going to be very important for your own stability, and also it's going to be a really powerful moment in time, because as soon as you do this, something is going to happen. I'm talking about the opportunity, my gorgeous Gemini. There is an opportunity that you are going to become aware of as well, and I really like this. The opportunity that you're going to become aware of is just like going to kind of come out of the blue, and it's like not that you didn't think about it previously, not that you didn't think about it before, but now suddenly you're just going to feel very, very strongly about it. And this is why I need you to follow your intuition, because at the same time you are going to have a really powerful and brilliant epiphanies, my gorgeous Gemini, which are going to lead to really important opportunities. And that's why I need you to kind of like get in touch with yourself. Try to meditate, reward yourself, do something nice for yourself, do something big for yourself. You know, it's all about this connection and reconnection with the nature that I'm always talking about, because that brings so much into our lives. By cleansing our negative energies, by cleansing our blockages, you know, we are able to release ourselves, release the energy that no longer serves us. But most importantly, it opens our eyes, and also it helps us to see things for what they are, because you are gonna see certain things for what they are. To some of you are gonna be completely surprised by the end of the week, but some of you are gonna have like a really massive, enormous confirmation. Okay, so this is why this time is so important for you. You know, And also, on another hand, there is a particular specific plan that you're going to have. And this plan that you're going to have, it's going to become quite strongly evident at around the midweek, my gorgeous Gemini. And this plan, it's going to work out absolutely mind-blowingly. Okay, so the plan that is going to simply come to you, and the way this plan is going to become obvious to you is just going to come through the actual moment of realization, whether this is going to come through your dream, whether you're going to meditate and you're going to have an insight, or whether you're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to open your eyes and then you will know exactly what to do. You're going to feel very strongly about a specific part of your life, but you're going to be pushed from so many different directions to pay attention to it. And this is something I need you to take your time, but most certainly I need you to pay attention to it, because it's most importantly going to lead to the actual very, very powerful opportunities later on. Just remember, my gorgeous Gemini, one step at a time, one step at a time. Okay, I want you to understand that you are slowly entering a period of a great happiness and positive events indeed. This is only the beginning, but most importantly, it's about the pieces falling into a place now. And this is why I need you to wait for these pieces to fall into place, because once that happens, the picture is going to be completely different. And this is what I'm waiting for. This is what you're waiting for, because the week after that, it's going to be like a massive important moment, of the revelation when it comes to your personal situation, what exactly you want to do. You need to understand that there is a very strong part of you that you need to pay attention to. It's slowly coming to an end. And what that is, it's entirely up to you. But it's very emotional and it's really kind of slowing you down. This has been on your mind for quite a while now, but it's entirely up to you, and it's down to you to realize what this actually is. My gorgeous Gemini, this is a very important moment in time. On another hand, just remember that there is the beginning with every ending, and at the same time, certain illusions are going to be revealed and most certainly released. That's why I need you to just literally take your time, my gorgeous Geminis. This is more important now than literally ever. I'm just going to take these tarot cards here. So now I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, my gorgeous Gemini, you see. You have to stay true to yourself. You have to trust your intuition, okay? If something doesn't make sense, it just simply doesn't make sense. This is what you need to do. You really need to trust your intuition. You're going to come across the crazy situation, really bizarre situation, and you will know it's not right. You will know it's crazy. You will know it's not normal. It just doesn't make sense. It's not going to make sense. And this is why you need to trust your intuition. By trusting your intuition, you're going to stay on top of things. Do not let any energy from the outside to affect your way of thinking, because there is a lot of that going on at the moment. And you and your way out of that situation in the best possible way is just to trust your intuition. By trusting your intuition, you are holding your own spiritual key. There are so many things that you understand within. There are so many things that you can connect through your subconscious mind that can just give you such a powerful mind-blowing reflection on so many other things in life. But you have to allow this energy to flow. And the only way to allow this energy to flow, like unremarkably, is basically remarkably, not unremarkably, but remarkably, to let this energy to flow freely, it's to allow yourself to be yourself. And that's the only way to do, is to following your own intuition, because something is just going to be kind of around you, like on the table, on the plate, but then again, you will just like kind of like, oh my God, something doesn't make sense, something that doesn't make sense. Then this is exactly what I'm talking about, my gorgeous Gemini. If it doesn't make sense, just remove yourself from that situation. Knight of Swords here. This is a very, very powerful card as well, which is just going to be pretty much so to do with your own personal awakening. For the first time in a long time, you will know what to do. This is going to make you feel really emotional, because it's going to kind of like pretty much so someone is going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow. But then again, this is all part of this picture, because you are going to, for the first time in a long time, you will know what to do emotionally. I'm not saying that you don't know what to do emotionally. No, I'm just saying that there was a lot was going on in your life over the last couple of years. Gemini, I'm keep on saying that you have been affected like there is no tomorrow. I'm not only talking about the last year, you know, all these things that changed the world, you know. I'm not talking about that the last year, you know, these things that affected like people around the world, literally. But I'm just talking about the fact, like even the year previously, you know, this is all boiling down to this particular moment. You have gone through a lot, and then you had to take one step at a time. So now this is going to be very much a very big step that you're actually going to make. But you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition, because someone is kind of like a maybe affecting your energy in the way that they actually shouldn't. So this is most certainly the sign that the karmic situation in between you and maybe perhaps somebody else is slowly coming to an end. But you are the one who needs to realize that you are the one who needs to put your foot down, because the longer you leave, the kind of harder it's going to get, you see. But your energy will kind of be pretty much so obviously connected to you in so many different ways. So you will know by your own vibration, you know, what to do, who to trust, and what is like kind of like a dragging your energy and making you feel tired. It's very, very important, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed here, you see. On another hand, what else I was going to say, you see, I'm just going to take this oracle card, okay. I'm just going to take this oracle card, my gorgeous Gemini, and I'm going to see what is going to be an oracle card. And this is in between the 30th of March and the 5th of April. Okay, so your oracle card is power. You see this? Absolutely remarkable. It's about the return of your own power. And the way this is going to happen is just suddenly you're going to feel your legs on the ground very, very firmly. In particular, when it comes to those people and those situations in your life that affected you, but you didn't know what to do because their energy was really strong. I think that you're going to be dealing with a problem. You're going to be dealing with a certain situation. You're going to be dealing with a certain person or even a group of people that are really going to be draining your energy like there is no tomorrow. And you are going to need to kind of deal with this particular situation. It's pretty much so to do with some kind of like a compromise that you are going to need to make. But now when it comes to that compromise, this is pretty much so compromise, but also it's like a negotiation. And now you have a power to do this. And when I say that you have a power to do this, you are going to come out in this necessary and very strong light. And that light is going to protect you like there is no tomorrow. So you're going to respond in a very, very powerful and a highlighted way, which is going to surprise you. But then again, at the same time, it's going to be the right thing to do, because it's going to come directly from the deepest parts of yourself when it comes to your subconscious mind. So most certainly this is going to open up the new door for you, the new door of opportunities and possibilities that is going to become absolutely evident by the end of this week. Absolutely remarkable, my gorgeous Gemini, because you are going to start a process that is just going to work out absolutely mind-blowingly. But just remember, you know, you need to keep going, and also you need to follow your intuition, like most certainly now more than ever. And now, my gorgeous Gemini, look what I'm gonna do. The sign, you're going to have a sign this week, and the sign that you're going to have is going to arise at around the time when you actually feel a very strong connection to your own synchronicity. So you again, you need to follow the numbers 111, 222, 333, 444, and 888. Any combination of these numbers that you see, my gorgeous Gemini, at the same time, you need to know that there is a very important sign that you are going to have almost immediately. That sign is going to answer your question, and it's most certainly going to lead you on the path that is just going to be consisting of two different paths, but both of them are going to be just as equally as important. So every time when you see these numbers repeating throughout this week, you will know that an important sign is going to come up, and the sign will be connected to you setting your heart free. Very soon after that, you will know what this means. You will know what to do. And you will know what is blocking you and bringing you down, because almost immediately you're going to deal with unnecessary blockage in your lives. Okay? So now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Libra. Before I do Libra, I'm just going to have a little bit of water, as I have to. Chin chin. Water. Necessary. So now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful, my powerful Libra. My gorgeous Libra, I love you so much. You know what? It's all about an important promise that you're going to have. You have been waiting for this moment for quite a while, but this is only the beginning. It's about a promise which is beautifully going to land into your lives, you know, and you are going to have a moment when you're going to feel low. You're going to have a moment when you're going to feel down, but this is also specifically going to be super powerful moment, because this is going to be the time when you are gonna really have this promise, you know, the information, the message, you know. And this at the same time, you know, there is something is going to be revealed to you. The certain lies are going to be revealed to you as well. Someone mask is literally going to fall down. And once you see the face behind this mask, you're just not going to like it, because it's going to be completely rotten. So you just need to understand that, you know, somebody's face is going to be revealed to you. And then that moment in time, you will know that what you have to do is just follow your own intuition. You need to understand that if something doesn't make sense, then if something doesn't make sense, okay? And this is when things are going to become crystal clear to you. What you need to do is just basically do things that make you feel good, but then again, at the same time, I want to say to you that you need to pay attention to the actual, a little bit of, I'm being a bit of a dark lala now again, but this is important because these steps are necessary for you to take in order to do the most when it comes to your spiritual journey, my gorgeous Libra. It's like a little bit of a test that you are going to have. And look, I know I'm sounding like a little bit of a dark lala, but somebody is going to try to take like a little advantage of you this week, and you need to see who this is. It's very important for you to understand this, that this is going to be brilliant for you, because at the same time it's going to help you to deal with a certain obstacle, because you're also going to remove yourself from the group of people or from the person that no longer serve you, and they maybe don't have the, like necessarily the right things for you in mind when it comes to you and what would be the best thing for you to do and things like that. There is a lot of like a kind of some kind of darkness going to come up, but it's going to be brilliant for you because you will know which direction to go towards. So you need to be aware of somebody trying to, maybe somebody's going to try to take an advantage from you, but this is going to work perfectly in your favor, because it's going to help you to remove yourself from the situation that you shouldn't be really part of anymore, because karmically it slowly came to an end, you know. This is going to redirect you slightly, so you are going to have a slight redirection when it comes to the certain maybe change of plans, okay? I don't want to say like, oh, sudden collapse of plan, but I would say like a maybe change of plans that is going to be connected to it, and this is most certainly going to be kind of pretty much so have a very strong connection with domination and of the person of an authority, that you just basically through that person of an authority you're going to end up having two important choices, and these two important choices are going to be really down to you, and they need to come from the deepest part of your own spirituality, from the deepest part of your spirit, from the deepest part of your soul, and you will know exactly what to do when you're doing something where you're so like really excited. You're going to be so happy, you're going to really have this very powerful and strong vibration around a certain situation, and this is going to be so beneficial for your own energy. And this is when this is going to come to you, you know, something is going to come to you when it comes to those two choices that I said. You just simply have to follow your own intuition, and it's not going to lead you astray, because you will know exactly what to do. It's very important, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. On another hand, you know, this is all to do with you having the lack of direction. You see, this caused you to have a lack of direction, which is nothing unusual at the moment, because a lot is going on. And then when we have a lack of direction in our lives, you know, that the energy becomes a little bit heavier, and then we become a little bit disorientated. So you have found yourself being a little bit disorientated. So now this week, thank Lord, the energy is slowly going to start shifting. So this is why all these specific situations are going to need to take place in order for you to make the most of it and find yourself on the right path. It's a bit of a yin-yang moment that you are going to have, you know. It needs to get worse in order to get better, but it's it's much it's a very, very optimistic and positive stage of your life. It's about to be revealed indeed. On another hand, you know, just remember that do not block yourself from moving forward, because you're also kind of like, you need to understand that it's all about the actual balance in your life. So on one hand, make sure that you are like kind of like rewarding yourself, make sure that you're meditating, make sure that you're doing other things that make you feel really good, you know, and things that makes you like optimistic, for example. And this is how you raise this energy and vibration. Just as soon as you start focusing on this part of your life, you know, it starts being very beneficial for you indeed, you know, without even realizing. It increases your energy, because you place yourself on this particular path at the right moment, at the right time. But on another hand, you need to remember that you have to believe in yourself, you know, because you are gonna come across the quite challenging situation, and this is super powerful time when it comes to your personal progress and personal process. And this is the challenge that you're gonna have. You need to believe in yourself, because something is like kind of going to become obvious that you should go for, that you should do the certain path, but then again, the certain opportunity, but you're almost going to block yourself, like saying like, oh, I'm not ready and things like that. Most certainly you are. You need to understand like there is nothing you can't do at this moment in time. You have to believe in yourself, and also do not underestimate your ability to make your dreams to actually come true. It's important. Please remember this, okay? But on another hand, remember as well that the need for balance is going to be super important. You know, when I talk about the balance, need for balance, you know, it's all about fresh air, exercising. Maybe perhaps if you can exercise would be fantastic. You know, visiting the forest. You know, I know I always talk about the forest, but we are part of the nature. We are nature ourselves, you know, so it's not surprised that, you know, the forest has got such a spiritual effect on us, especially when it comes to clearing blockages and things like that. As soon as we visit like a forest, it just does so many beautiful and magical things to us, and it releases so much of a negative energy that can be accumulated within us. But at the same time, it's fantastic when it comes to bright prospects that are coming into our lives, that we are able to connect through that way when we clear our mind, if in this special spiritual way indeed, you know. And I also want to say, my gorgeous Libra, that on another hand, you know, you just need to remember that, look, listen, your personal magnetism will be like, whoo, your personal power will be like, whoo, like, oh my God, it's going to be so powerful, which means that the more it kind of like you do things that you like in creativity, you know, the more you do it, the more you do things that you like, the more creative you are going to be, the more optimistic you are going to be, the more ideas you are going to have. But also at the same time, you know, it's something that you're going to start. It's going to bring you a mind-blowing recognition. There is the certain part, certain stage of your life that you're going to be focusing on. You're going to find yourself doing this without even planning. This is where the magic is, my gorgeous Libra, without even planning, but it's to do with what you love. And that is going to go like pretty far, because it's going to bring you an important recognition, you know, later on. And this is to do with your creativity, but also at the same time, this is going to bring you a mind-blowing reputation. No matter where you are, no matter what you do, and no matter what part of the spiritual journey you have found yourself right now. Absolutely remarkable. And also, just remember this, that you are going to have the certain new creative ideas as well at the same time. But then again, this is the time also that at the same time, you know, you need to understand that the research carefully before making decisions. You know, this is also quite important to remember to research carefully before making decision, because every time you research throughout this week, there is some kind of very powerful element that you're going to become aware of that you weren't become aware of before. No matter what part of your life you're focusing on, this is something that I want you to understand. I need you to understand, and I will repeat again, to actually research carefully before making decisions. It's important. And also, you know, the more new and creative ideas you have, the more successful you are going to be, because you're just raising your vibration, paying attention to any creative ideas that you're going to have, because they're not coming from, oh my God, just creative idea. They're coming from from a very, very powerful balance, you know, that is pure reflection of things that are going on in your life, and is also going to shower you with the opportunities. But now you just need to dig that little bit further in order to get there, by doing things that you like, by focusing on the positive things, by focusing on the optimistic things. This is exactly the magnetic energy that you're actually going to bring into your life. There is going to be the message and information that you are going to get from somebody who means to you so much. This is going to be so good for you, you're going to like it. Somebody who means to you so much is going to surprise you with a little message, and they will tell you the certain specific information, and you're going to like this so much, because this information, you will know that it's going to be connected to the certain, like kind of like a meeting, or it's going to be connected to the certain connection and reconnection, because somebody is about to return into your life, and this is going to put a massive smile on your face, but it's really going to surprise you as well. That person who is going to get in touch with you is just going to tell you something very, very special as well when it comes to you, and that in itself is going to give you an idea. And this is going to be rather rewarding time, because it's this idea, it's something that you have been kind of waiting for a while, but kind of it's just needed to come from the right person who knows you so well, and also they say it at the right moment in time. It's to do with your own vision, but it's at the same time it's to do with the beginning of an unfoldment, which is most certainly almost immediately going to take place. It's a sacred week. It's like a sacred lotus week, my gorgeous Libra. You're going to have the return of balance, but at the same time, a really, really interesting advice. Okay, you will have a moment also when you're gonna feel like something about justice, but really optimistic and positive when it comes to you. And this is the time to pay attention to which advice you're going to get. You're going to realize it's not going to be told you they're not going to tell you directly this advice, but you're just going to realize this through this situation and that moment in time. And this is going to help you to make a crucial decision as well. So now, my gorgeous Libra, just remember, think optimistically, be open-minded, and have your eyes wide open. Your thoughts are magnetic and rather powerful, my gorgeous Libra. Some absolutely mind-blowing change is about to occur. Just remember this. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards. Ooh, gosh, Libra, 10 of Cups. I mean, come on, 10 of Cups, Libra, what are you going to be up to? This is the time for enlightenment. This is the time for the focusing on your home. This is the time to be optimistic when it comes to planning, when it comes to your home, when it comes to people in your life, when it comes to your partner. For those of you that have partners, you know, this is an amazing time, because you're going to come up with some kind of decision, and this is going to be mind-blowing, because you will know that it's time to step in the new direction. You know, very important decision you're going to make indeed. And for those of you who are not couples, for those of you who are single, for example, you're also going to make an absolutely mind-blowing decision, you know, when it comes to your immediate environment. This is going to be the beginning of an absolutely remarkable changes as well, but it's the greatest time of happiness that is about to slowly start returning, that you didn't feel in a long time. I'm not saying that you were miserable or anything, but you will see exactly. This is going to boost your energy, it's going to boost your creativity, not only when it comes to like a work and career and finances, but it's purely like to do things at home, you know. The next step will be revealed when it comes to you and your home, you know, and it's coming through the greatest time of happiness when it slowly starts returning into your life. And that is going to allow you to focus on the part of your life that you wanted to be focused on for a while. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to shuffle these oracle cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be your oracle card of the week. My gorgeous Libra, you also just need to make sure please keep on taking organic acerola cherry powder. It's going to boost your immune system. 1 teaspoon, a little glass of water, organic acerola cherry powder every day with a natural zinc and natural vitamin D is like a must. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And also, if you can get something like a herbal teas or any combination of organic like nettle tea, organic dandelion tea, or organic chamomile tea with a little bit of like a maybe organic like an unwaxed lemon, and with a little bit of like organic maple syrup or organic manuka honey, for example, but definitely not sugar, you know. And if you can drink this is going to really kind of it's going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system, and it's going to be remarkable for your digestive health as well, which is what you're going to find quite beneficial as well. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to be your oracle card. Have patience. It looks like that you are reaching like a very important moment, but it's going to happen with a little tricky trick. A little tricky trick is going to happen like with a challenging situation where you're going to think that something really like came to an end, you know, the specific part of your life, but no baby, no, it did not. It is just changing, it is evolving, and it is about to go into a whole new direction. But before that happens, you know, you are going to have a moment of like emotional moment when you're going to think, I can't do this any longer, I can't do this any longer, I can't do this anymore. No baby, no, you most certainly can. You're amazing, you're powerful, you're so different, you're so significant, you're so psychic, you're able to feel things, my lord, from all different angles. You know, you have got disabilities, you know. You need to understand that sometimes when you're so sensitive, like in a psychic way, you know, you can feel things but you can't really explain them. So you're gonna feel like something came to an end, the part of your life that you have been focusing on, and you're like, oh, I had enough. Just remember, have patience, because the reward is coming. An important reward is coming, but it's going to come a little bit hidden, you know. And this is the challenge that you're going to be facing, because it's going to kind of confuse you a little bit, but most certainly it's going to end up being really, really miraculous for you. And when it comes to your personal power as well, you've got a power. Just remember, you've got a power to do what you need to do. Okay, my babies? Okay. So now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Aquamarini. So now, before I do Aquamarini, I'm just going to have a little bit of Waterini. Okay. Absolutely brilliant. I need to have a water. Dun, 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 dun. You know, Aquamarini, my gorgeous Aquarius, it's always so much going on here, you know, for you. It's always so much going on for you. And I know I mention this every time when I see like, oh my God, but then again, at the same time, you know, you are going to quite miraculous time as well. And when I say that you're going to quite miraculous time, it means that in exactly 13 weeks from now on, 1-3, just remember, in exactly 13 weeks from now on, there is a very special and absolutely mind-blowing reward that you're going to have. You're very, very unique. You're very different. You're very gifted in so many different ways. You are ridiculously charismatic. You know, there is so much that works for you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. But when it comes to things that you have been going through, again, now, you know, I'm specifically going back now over the last 3 years now. Within the last 3 years, you know, there have been a lot going on in your lives, you know, the lots of decisions that you've made, the lots of changes that you've been going through. It hasn't been easy. It was up and down, a lot of down and then a lot of up. When it was up, it was great and it was really quick, but when it was down, it was very long indeed and slow. And along the line, you have kind of over the last 2 years made a certain decision that was wrong, and yet again you're gonna have a chance to work on this decision. And keep keep on saying that it's to do with, and please, I'm not like being, oh God, you know, you made this wrong decision, blah, blah, blah. We all make wrong decisions. It's just about, this is what the life is all about us doing the certain decision. If we do the right decision, it's great. But if we do the wrong decision, then it's on us, you know, to realize that we did it. And then yet again, we have got the opportunity to pay attention to it, to do something about it and to make our lives better. Okay, so this is the time when you are going to yet again have the opportunity to reflect in such a powerful way, and there is going to be very crazy vision that you are going to have, and this vision can come up in so many different ways, but it's going to be quite obvious what is making you unhappy. You took the wrong turn, I said this before, you made the wrong decision. Now this is a heavy word, the wrong decision, but it's just pretty much so to do with your emotions, with your emotional state of mind, and it's also to do with things that are draining your energy on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis, and it's all coming from within the last 2 years. It was very much so super strong time when it comes to that. So you are right now as we speak, maybe a couple of weeks earlier, you had certain flashes coming to you through the actual moments in time that you have been going through in your lives, and you responded to the specific situations when it comes to the certain people in your life, and then you kind of maybe know what I'm talking about, the outcome of the certain maybe conversation, or you know, it was like kind of evident over the last couple of weeks already. So now you kind of tumble back into the same part of the past, you know, tumble your past, you know, where you shouldn't kind of be at, and again, it's just giving you kind of the opportunity to work on that part of your life, because somebody around you is not kind of maybe the right person to be around, whether this is maybe your partner, whether this is maybe your I don't want to say it to you because you need to know who this is. Maybe it's somebody like who is your partner. Maybe it's somebody who you work with. You know, it really depends. But this is going to become absolutely obvious, you know, to you most certainly who is draining your energy, who is making you feel unhappy, who is bringing you down. Only you know the answer to that question. Only you will know what to do. Only you're going to become aware of it completely, because yet again, it's going to give you the opportunity to change your life and go towards the right direction. I think that you have tried, but it's just most certainly not kind of happening in the way that you would want to happen, and it's just entirely up to you. Timing game, you know, when you're gonna realize that it's actually time to move on. It's important, you know. On another hand, let me tell you that now basically you're also kind of you are gonna feel a little bit of lack of strength this week when it comes to like making a decision, and decision that you will want to make. It's like kind of like going to happen at around the time when you become aware of like a certain accomplishment. This is going to make you feel really good. It's going to put a nice smile on your face, and I like it because you're remarkable, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and this is the time of things, not only when they're going to give you like the time to adjust yourself, to edit your life, you know, to make the certain sacrifices, but at the same time it's a very good news about your own accomplishment. It is going to put a really big smile on your face because it's direct result and outcome of what you have been working for or towards, you know, over the last like 12 months or so. So this is going to be brilliant. But what is this going to do? It's going to kind of drain your energy a little bit, because it's going to make you feel indecisive. You will want to make a decision, but then decision that you will want to make, it is just not the right time to do this, because you're gonna find it very difficult to kind of understand others, you know, at this kind of week. So it's not really, even if you try to kind of talk to someone, even if you try to get a certain advice, you know, it's still to do with you. The inability for you to understand and work with others when it comes to this specific decision that you will want to make, it certainly needs to come from you. And this is why this is going to make you feel like you are unable, or that you are having a difficulties in understanding others, because it purely needs to come from you. Your spirit guide is going to be guiding you. Your guardian angel is going to be guiding you. You are going to have a sign from the spirit world, from somebody who used to know you, from somebody who used to be in your life. It's yet again going to come through, yet again going to come forward. And it's going to happen when you're feeling like a little bit strange and unusual, and maybe a little bit low and a little bit down and emotional. But the sign from the spirit world, from that particular person who used to be in your life, it's going to be absolutely obvious. And then things are going to start making sense to you. Okay? And if that doesn't kind of push you towards the direction that I'm talking about, I don't know what will. But if you don't use this opportunity in order to pay attention to these signs, you are yet again in November 2021, there is going to be the second part of this situation that is yet again going to give you this opportunity, to make the best possible decision, which is going to be for yourself. You need to think about yourself. The love emotions need to come from you, okay? On another hand, my gorgeous Aquamarini, there is, you're going to become aware of a certain opportunity, but these are just the beginnings, and you will know that there's so many different elements that are going to be attached to it as well. You're going to become aware of the certain opportunity through someone who is very important to you, through someone who is a very strong figure in your life, through someone who is very successful, through someone who is very powerful when it comes to their success, but when it comes to their spirituality as well. That person is going to be directly responsible for you being inspired and for you realizing this opportunity. You're going to become aware of the opportunity, which is going to soon arise indeed. But on another hand, you just need to take your time to see what approach you're going to have. You must not rush, my babies, with anything. It's just about you taking time and walking through your own dimension, using the best of your vibration and the best of your energy to achieve the most out of life. This is why you must not rush into anything, because before you make a really important decision and before you see things for what they are, you are going to have an absolutely mind-blowing experience, and that experience is going to teach you something, oh my God, which is going to change your mind with so many different ways and elements in your life, but it's most importantly going to give you the necessary confidence, the necessary realization, the necessary knowledge to pretty much so understand this from a completely different aspect. Just wait one step at a time. Do not rush into anything, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This is all going to make sense like there is no tomorrow. So you will know it's about having the certain approach, and the certain approach is going to come with a certain knowledge. And this is the knowledge, this is the missing part that I'm talking about, the experience, very sacred experience which you are going to have by that moment in time. On another hand, it is just like a challenging situation, but most certainly it is just going to help you with like a little bit of disappointment that you had. And also when it comes to making a choice, when it comes to your home, there are very big changes that you're going to start kind of like walking into as well. This week in particular, you're going to have a glimpse of the changes that are going to slowly start drifting into your life. You're going to be thinking about the certain changes, but it's pretty much so to do with you changing things in your home, or maybe relocating yourself, changing direction slightly when it comes to your home. But this is like basically you're just going to have the first glimpse of it, and it's all going to kind of become absolutely evident and obvious through the actual synchronicity that you are going to have. You need to pay attention to the numbers 222, 444, 777, or any combination of these numbers that you see throughout this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini. At the same time, you will know that there is going to be the sign for you that you will have, that you will see, and that sign is just going to be like kind of blaring at you, staring at you. You will know that this is your sign, because it's pretty much so to do with elements of what you have been thinking about, but also of the elements of the things that are making you felt like kind of that were making you feel like kind of uncertain, so you will know that this this is yours. So you are going to get a really powerful glimpse at the same time. But I will tell you that, you know, when you have these numbers that I'm saying that you're going to see, you know, when you see the sequences of numbers repeating, they could be on TV, it could be on your watch, it could be on your, I don't know, laptop, you know, wherever you see, you will know that this is your connection. You will know that this is coming through your own dimension. So it's going to feel very, very strongly. But then when you see these numbers repeating, this is your own synchronicity, and this is going to let you know that there is some change gonna start happening when it comes to your home, but a good change, okay? Powerful change, strong change. But this is going to be only the beginning, because you're slowly going to be led on that particular path. Okay, on another hand, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I just want to say that basically, you know, it is a strong, important security that you are going to have when it comes to the actual peace and containment in your life, when it comes to the finances and security in the future, you know. Just remember that passing the certain knowledge will be very important. Passing the certain knowledge will be very important. Somebody who's kind of very connected to you, whether this is your child, a brother, sister, partner, but passing your knowledge is very important, because you're going to find yourself in a rather confusing situation, but you're going to be the only one who's going to have the answer. You're the one who needs to pass the knowledge. It's very, very important, and it's to do with somebody very close and very important in your life. On another hand, let me tell you, if I didn't so far, like time spent in like meditation, it's actually going to really help you to have not only an insight, but also it's going to kind of be connected to the actual self-discovery. You can start this process of self-discovery. What am I trying to say? Sorry, that you can start the process of the self-discovery by connecting and reconnecting with the nature, by being in the forest, by being by the lake, by being by the river, by enjoying yourself, by meditating, by grounding yourself. You know, it's about an insight that I'm talking about that you will have, but also at the same time, you know, it's a lot about your own self-discovery that you are going to have through that moment in time, my gorgeous Aquamarine. Is very, very important indeed. You know, it's time to shine your light, and also your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Just pay attention to this, because your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear, and this is why I'm saying that all this is so significant for you indeed. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Six of Cups. You see, this is very, very interesting. Just remember, it is just the missing part of you. Something that is missing in your life is going to come through. Something that is missing in your life is going to come forward. Somebody very close to you, very important to you, very significant to you, like a good friend, or maybe spiritual leader, maybe a psychic. You know, it's going to highlight this like there is no tomorrow. So you will know this will be most certainly confirmed. But at a certain moment in time, you're going to feel a very strong connection with your past. That past is going to reconnect you with somebody in your past, you know, somebody who you know for a really long time, but that particular person is also going to help you so much. They have got some kind of secret, there's some kind of a solution to your problem that is going to help you on so many different levels. So it's not only you feeling a very strong connection with your past, you know, things that you used to do before. No, baby, no. But it's a lot about an insight that you are going to get and gain through the particular person that you're going to feel very strongly connected to. It's almost like, oh, nostalgia, you're gonna miss something, and then at the same time this is all actually going to take place. That particular person from the past is going to be playing an important role in you getting an insight in situation that you're unsure about, but you will know once you're told this by that person exactly what direction to take and which way to go. Okay, so now my gorgeous Aquamarini, I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be your oracle card of the week. Okay, so your oracle card of the week, it's like, be open, stay true to yourself. Okay, be as open as you can, talk as much as you can, Communicate as much as you can. You are reaching a full circle when it comes to your life, and now at the same time, the more you talk, the more you're going to gain out of the whole week. Just remember, you are getting a very powerful opportunity this week, and this is going to be connected to your own turning point, okay? And your own turning point is also it's to do with the process of your life that is just going to make everything so much happier, so much better, and so much more optimistic. You will know what needs to go, but you have to stay true to yourself. You need to be open to yourself as well. It's not like only like talking to, like opening yourself to everybody else, like talking and communicating. Communication is very important with everybody around this week, you know, everybody in this week, but also it's the most importantly to remain true to yourself. Stay open to yourself, okay? Stay true to yourself. Very, very important. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.